Walking into the gym for the first time can feel like stepping into a completely different world. You see people lifting insane weights, moving with purpose, and just looking like they've been doing this forever. It's intimidating, it's pretty overwhelming, and you might be thinking, what am I even doing here? But let me tell you something. Every single person in that gym, no matter how confident or strong they look, started exactly where you are right now. They had doubts, they felt awkward, and they questioned if they even belonged there. And guess what? They pushed through, and so will you. Now in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to go from feeling out of place to now owning that space. But before we get into that, let me just tell you something. Those big guys that you're worried about, the ones so jacked on pre-workout, veins popping out of their heads, looking like they're this close to just shitting themselves mid-set, don't stress about them. Trust me. They don't care about what you're doing. Here's the reality. They're laser focused on their workout, just like you should be. They're making sure that every single lift that is done with enough intensity, proper form, and absolute intention the entire time. Because for them, one wrong move could mean weeks or even months just off training. So yeah, that's their priority. And honestly, bro, they'll respect you for just showing up and putting in the work. And I can say this confidently because I am one of those guys. When I see someone who's like, boom, I'm here, so let's make the most out of it and get to work, how can I not respect that? So lock in on you, lock in on the inputs that you know you need to do to make progress. Look, we've all been where you are, and we remember exactly how it feels to be the new person in the gym. And you know what? It's okay. You're only going to be new once, right? After that, it's just about showing up on a consistent basis, staying patient, and leveling up. And hey, as a man, the time you invest in the gym isn't just about the physical, benefits of going to the gym. It's literally transforming your entire identity. The more time you spend here, the more you'll notice changes. You'll start looking more masculine, you'll start feeling more confident, rebuilding the trust that you have with yourself. And why? Because every single rep, every set is just proof that you're listening to what you want and actually following what you want, right? Following through. You're keeping your word to yourself. And that's actually what's powerful. It's time to break down that wall of self-doubt that has been building up for years. You're capable of doing this. So don't stress about being new, man. Embrace it. Focus on you, your progress, and becoming the man that you know you can be. And if you're still worried about, getting started, here's a simple solution. Go with a friend. Someone you actually enjoy spending time with. Maybe even someone you like to compete with a little. Why? Well, first, it makes the whole experience way less intimidating. You're not walking in alone, you've got backup, right? And second, on those days when motivation just isn't there, they've got your back. They'll hit you with that text like, yo, see you at 7 a.m. tomorrow, and just like that, it flips the switch. Suddenly you're thinking, damn, he's right. Let me pack my bag right now, or even, I can't wait to do this. That accountability is a game changer. All right, so step one, how do we get started? So the first thing you've got to do is choose the right gym and sign up. Pick one that's close to where you live or close to where you work, because let me tell you, consistency in this game is everything. And the easier you make it for yourself to show up, the more likely you are going to stick with it. It's the same reason why people grab junk food, and it's just convenience, right? So the less friction there is between you and walking through those doors, the better. Make it easy for yourself to win, and then you're just already ahead of the game, right? If you're someone who loves, enjoying a good sauna, definitely look for a gym that has that. Because trust me, It can be an extra little motivator on those days when you feel like showing up is, really tough. And just knowing that at the end of it, you have like the spa facilities can just make the whole experience feel like a reward. It's like combining progress with relaxation, and who doesn't want that? So to make things even smoother, pack your gym bag the night before. Your water bottle, towel, change of clothes, shoes, everything that you'll need. Leave it by the front door or just toss it in the boot of your car so that it's ready to go first thing in the morning. That way you've literally eliminated one excuse before the day even begins. It's a small habit, but it's going to make a huge difference in setting yourself up for success. Now, the time you choose to actually hit the gym is going to matter as well. It can completely shape your experience, especially if you're just starting out. If you prefer a quieter vibe, aim for, off-peak times like the mornings or very late in the evenings, but try to avoid going around like the 5 p.m. time when everyone gets off work, because gyms tend to get extremely packed and just crowded during that time. So it's best to avoid it. Find the time though that works for you and the time that makes you feel comfortable. That's what matters most. All right, so here's what to do once you're actually there. When you walk into the gym, just keep it nice and simple. We're gonna start with using the machines because they're beginner friendly. They're gonna help you build strength safely while learning proper technique. So machines will allow you to focus on something really crucial, especially in the beginning, called the mind-muscle connection. So the mind-muscle connection is just your ability to focus on the specific target muscle that you're trying to work when you're doing an exercise. So instead of just moving the weight from point A to point B, you're really dialed in. You're feeling the muscle stretch, you're feeling the muscle contract, and you feel when the muscle is actually under tension and when it's not. So this is going to make the muscle work harder, grow stronger, and prevents other muscles or momentum from really taking over. It's really just all about staying controlled and intentional with every rep. So once you're actually comfortable, you can start moving on to more advanced compound exercises. These things are going to be your squats, your bench press, and things like your rows. So these are going to hit multiple muscle groups at the same time. So this is going to make them super efficient for building strength and just building size overall. But don't rush into heavy lifting. Focus on perfecting your form, moving with complete control and understanding how your body works. You need to master the basics now. You're literally a beginner. So master the basics and the rest are just going to fall into place. So here's what you should be focusing on. So when you start out, don't overwhelm yourself by trying to do everything at once. Keep it nice and simple. Work on your form because your form is going to be everything. When you train full range of motion, you prevent yourself from injuries. You build a solid foundation for, having that long-term progress, because this is a long-term game. You're not going to see, you're going to see results pretty quick, but at the end of the day, you're not going to get your insane dream physique within 3 months' time, right? This is a long-term process, and so voila. So take your time to learn it properly. Watch videos, ask trainers for advice, or just slow down and pay attention to each movement. So the second thing is consistency. You don't have to have 10 out of 10 days, guys. Having 7 out of 10 days, or even 6 out of 10 days, with a couple of them being like a 5 or a 4 out of 10, will still get you incredible results. You just have to stay consistent. And the third one is progressive overload, which just means start light, work on getting the basics right, and then gradually add more weight and reps over time. As a rule, if you can do more than 12 to 15 repetitions in one set, then it's time to increase the weight a little to test if you can actually do at least 8 reps. Guys, the gym isn't about anyone else. It's always you against you. And the moment you adopt this mindset is the moment everything will change for you. Start by intentionally changing the self-talk you have with yourself in the gym. Speak words of encouragement to yourself. Sometimes when I'm in the gym, I literally will be like, come on, Brandon, you've got this. The weight is just a number. If anyone can do it, it's me. Because I've built the belief with myself. And I want that for you. So here's the truth. It's up to you now to take action. Take that step. Walk in. Put in the work. And keep showing up. One day, you're going to look back and realize that you've become the man you've always wanted to be. The one who didn't just dream about it, but showed up. Even on the days where you didn't believe it was possible for you. You put one foot in front of the other and you made it happen. If you want my help and you're ready to take your fitness and your mindset to the next level, you can click the top link in the description. It's going to take you to my calendar where you'll book a call with me. And hey, if you're just here for the advice, that's cool too. I also post my workouts and my thoughts on Instagram, so feel free to follow along there. But thanks for watching, guys. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.